Hello students, hope all of you are doing well. Competitive English Grammar and PDP faculty Anjani Gupta here. I welcome you all in this session of PI VAT strategy on the behalf of Law Nagari Academy Hisar. If you haven't appeared before any written ability test and want to get some insights as well as preparation tricks, so you are advised to listen this lecture patiently and calmly. It is only through speaking and writing skills that students get admission in different reputed B schools. So first of all, let's see the definition of SLAT, and the points related to questions related to this are how, what, why, when and how to appear in that examination. Symbiosis Law Aptitude Test is an all India exam that students must take in order to secure admission in the 5-year integrated BA or BBA or LLB honors courses at the Symbiosis Law School. Now let's come to the point. What is PI VAT? B school admissions or selection process is basically a two-step process, and this two-step process happens after the entrance test. A group discussion or written ability test and personal interview are conducted. So a candidate is judged and analyzed on the basis of his performance at PI and VAT rounds. So it is at this stage that makes or breaks your admission chance into a particular B school. So let's see what are the preparation tips so that you can go through them. First of all, the section containing written ability test will be enabled only after the completion of the test, and it will be evaluated only if the candidate has been shortlisted for further admission process. Maximum score for this will be 50 marks. So this test includes one PAT. PAT means P stands for picture, A stands for association, T stands for test, and also writing a short essay on a given topic that is of general nature, as well as answering the questions related to given topic. And what these questions are about? These questions are often open-ended, and open-ended question means you are free to think and give the answers according to your own. So these questions are designed to discover opinions and the capabilities to analyze rather than involving a specific answer that the candidate must communicate. I have written here specific answer that the candidate must communicate. It means if some questions are there, there is no such specific answer. Candidate can answer this question according to his understanding. Actually, examiners look to test students' ability to express themselves in English, their ability to write in an error-free language. Error-free language, what does it mean? It means grammatical errors shouldn't be there, their logical flow of thoughts, and finally their grasp of contemporary legal issues. So it is recommended that aspirants should practice writing essays on recent legal issues so that you don't waste their time on the spot. Then what is PAT? PAT means comment on the picture. That picture of Shiva's half-immersed statue during Uttarakhand flash floods. This can be the topic. Word limit, maximum word limit will be 450 words. Image can be given to you. That image can be UN symbol, man in a suit. That image, next image can be UN logo, olive branches, globe with man in suit. Next image, it can be Amul ad based on Satyam scandal. So for writing an essay, some of the useful points. Sometimes you may face a situation where you will be shown several pictures and you are asked to write a story or essay based on them. Then how you will select them? You just need to concentrate on the pictures shown and create a topic on your own. What does it mean? It means whenever a picture is before you, you have to think about that picture, how many points you can give related to that picture so that a topic can be created. And in that points you may include theme also. This picture is regarding this story and this story is depicting this theme. So this rather is much easier to write than a given topic where you don't have the option to choose. Then in this situation where you are provided with many topics, you need to pick one. you should be wise and pick the topics that suits you. It means your understanding of that topic is very well. You may take help from the following points. First of all, select something that interests you. Choose something you have read about. Find an interesting way to approach a topic. Start brainstorming. It means you start thinking what kind of pictures are there, among them what kind of picture I can give my opinion, what kind of language I may use in that picture. Narrow your topic down to a manageable size. Size shouldn't be big enough. Then example picture. For example, you are given a picture that contains an old man crossing a road on zebra line. So what you will write about that picture? One can write on how public infrastructure has become friendly for every traveler on the road. You may also write about how the life expectancy has increased in the modern world, how that might stress the GDP through social security net. So now after the PAT description, I will describe about WAT written ability test. The topic is not given beforehand and you are required to write an essay somewhere between 500 to 1500 words on the spot. So this round is to judge your creativity, your writing skills and your critical thinking. So to write an essay, there are 3 stages. So students, kindly go through these 3 stages very well in advance. Topics will be provided to you after the end of this slide so that you may start preparing on that topics. First of all, preparation means you should be prepared, decide the topic, do your research about that topic and create an essay outline. Secondly, writing. Set your argument in the introduction. It means first of all, introduction should be there about that topic. Develop it with evidence in the main body. It means you should have enough evidences so that you can convert it into the main body of the essay. Then wrap it up with a conclusion. It means 3 main points will be there. First of all, when you are provided with a topic, you should start with the introduction, then with the main body and then wrap it in the conclusion. It means your critical thinking about that topic. Then revise. Check the content, its organization, its grammar, spellings and then formatting of your essay. So these are the main points you should remember while going through that WAT. An impressive essay could be written only if you have a complete structure of the essay in your mind, and to get that complete structure of the essay, you should follow the following steps to write the essay. First of all, decide on your topic as I told you earlier. Secondly, prepare an outline or diagram of your ideas. It means what kind of ideas you are having in your mind and you can construct them into sentences. Then write the main essence of your essay in one statement. It means what do you want to say. Start writing the introduction, write the main points, then the sub points. Then you have to elaborate the sub points and at the end you have to write the conclusion and then add the finishing touches here and there in your essay. How you can develop the arguments? I am giving you some important phrases you can remember so that your essay can be proficient. First of all, how you will develop the argument? There are a few sentences you may remember. First sentence, the first aspect to point out is that you may also say, let's start by considering the facts. The novel portrays, if you are discussing a novel, you may write the novel portrays, deals with, revolves around. Then center to the novel is, character embodies, character epitomizes. So these were the lines. So you then develop the argument in the essay. Use these lines in your essay writing. Secondly, the other side of the argument, you may also write, it would also be interesting to see. One should nevertheless consider the problem from another angle. Thirdly, equally relevant to the issue are the questions of. Then how you add the elements, you can use these phrases. First phrase, furthermore, one should not forget that, in addition to, then moreover, it is important to add that. Then there are another few lines so that you can know how to accept other points of view. You may start by writing, nevertheless, one should accept that. However, we also agree that when you give your personal opinion, you can use the phrase, we or I personally believe that, or our or my own point of view is that, or it is my contention that. Secondly, then you may also say I am convinced that. You may also write that my own opinion is that. After that, introducing examples. If you are giving some examples in your essay, you should start by saying, for example, for instance, or to illustrate this point. Don't repeat your same phrases. So different phrases are given. I am providing you with the different phrases so you can remember and use them here and there in your essay. How you will introduce the facts? You can start writing, it is true that, it is clear that, it is noticeable that, or one should note here that. Then saying what you think is true. How you can start this line? This leads us to believe that, it is very much possible that, in view of these facts, it is quite likely that. Then when you are writing the conclusion of that topic, kindly use these phrases. First phrase, the arguments we have presented or suggested that, prove that, would indicate that. From these arguments, one must, one could, one might. It depends what kind of tense you have used in the language. Actually, must means compulsion is there. Could means polite request it can be, or could also means you are talking about the past. Might means you are talking about the past. All of these points to be conclusion that, to conclude that. And then ordering the elements in your essay, you may use the following phrases: firstly, secondly, finally. Kindly don't use comma after all these introductory words. As a final point you may also use on the one hand, on the other hand. So if on the one hand it can be said that the same is not true for that, first argument suggests that, while the second suggests that, it means you are comparing your argument. First argument suggests the different thing and the second argument suggests the different thing. There are at least 7 points to highlight, there are at least 3 points to highlight. So these are the order of the elements. You can write down these phrases and remember them and use them in the essay. When you are quoting the other's opinion, you may say according to some critics believe that, some say that, some suggest that, some critics are convinced that, one minister point out that, emphasize that if you are talking about the present, UK emphasize that, talking about the past, emphasize that, content that, go as far as to say that, argue for this. So these were the important phrases. And if you are writing about a doubt in your essay, you may use the phrase doubtless, certainly, if you are sure about the things. One cannot deny that, it is very clear from these observations that. Then other side of the argument, if we want to say, you may write, it would also be interesting to see. One should nevertheless consider the problem from another angle. Equally relevant to the issue are the questions of. Then in the conclusion, you should use these words. The arguments we have presented suggest that, prove that, would indicate that. From these arguments, one must, one could, one might conclude. All of these points in the conclusion that, to conclude that. So I hope you will remember these important phrases so that you can write them in your essay to make the essay proficient. Now the important points to remember while you are writing an essay. First of all, length. It shouldn't be too long or too short. Lack of focus shouldn't be there. How the lack of focus comes? It means the essay doesn't answer the question. Faulty tone, when you much more sound like a judgmental character. Faulty impression, when you sound too much materialistic and self-interested. Faulty structure, if you are introducing the topic after you have presented an argument. So first of all introduction comes, then the argument comes. Not like that ki first of all you give the arguments and then you introduce the topic. Deviated thoughts, it means your thoughts are not on the main point. You are not concentrating on one point, rather you are trying to illustrate too many facts without knowing how to organize them. Avoid nonsense, it means no nonsense. Don't force a reader to spend 20 minutes when the idea can be conveyed just in 5 minutes. So these are the important points you should remember while appearing for VET. Creation of the interest. Every sentence must serve a purpose. First sentence must make the reader want to read the second. Second sentence must propel the reader to the third. If a sentence doesn't move the narrative forward, then it is the end of your writing. Let's see some important topics so that you can prepare all these topics in advance so that you don't waste time in thinking of them on the spot. First topic, Indo-China Ladakh standoff continues. Second, self-reliant India in a COVID-ridden world. Third, impact of online classes. Fourth, threat to free speech. Fifth, functioning of RTI. Sixth, honor killing. Seventh, custodial violence. Eighth, racial discrimination. Ninth, Ayodhya judgment. 10th, history of Article 370. 11th, cashless economy. 12th, provision of Article 370. So I hope you understand these topics very well, or otherwise start preparing these topics. However, most questions are asked from the current affairs of the country. So you all are advised to keep a check of the most important happenings of and abroad. So wish you the very best for all the new ventures that life has in store for you. Thanks.